Hello YouTube and welcome to another moto vlog. Back on the GS after one day, out here on Old Waterford Road in Leesburg doing a little gravel and rough road testing of my new Wilbur suspension. So as you may or may not know, my front shock on my GS was leaking and it's not repairable, it's only replaceable. The BMW suspension comes with, a new dynamic ESA module, and it's extremely expensive. But what you can do is take the dynamic ESA module off of your broken suspension and place it onto an aftermarket suspension, in this case by Wilbur's, and they're able to basically rebuild a tuned version of the BMW dynamic ESA suspension. In this case, I have the suspension tuned to my body weight, and it feels pretty good. Yeah, so right now I'm going for a ride on Old Waterford Road. You can see that the road kind of alternates between gravel and paved, but even in the paved sections, it's very bumpy. I'm going to try not to talk as much and maybe just have some nice long pauses in here, so get ready for that. Back on the gravel, and I think it stays gravel now for quite a while. You might be able to see some of the waviness on the road on the sides. It was just visible there quite clearly. Those waves are extremely bumpy and really punishing for the bike if you run over them. So I try to avoid those, but they would be a pretty good test of the suspension. Now check that out. That river is just frozen. It's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit right now on riding. But it's been much colder, so those rivers, I should say the creeks, are still frozen over. So one thing to note before I start talking about the suspension feel is, I'm not an expert motorcycle rider. I've been riding for a few years, and I'm not fast, I'm not skillful or competent beyond, what a normal, average, everyday rider would be. So my opinions are, take them with a grain of salt. With that being said, I really enjoy the Wilbur suspension so far. It really makes the bike feel sturdy, robust. That's kind of a strange adjective to use with regards to suspension, but the bike really absorbs bumps well. It really, the way I describe it is it just plows over stuff. Like it's not even there. You can see the bike vibrating up and down, but that, I would say that's less vibration than I got with the old suspension. I feel much more confident already with the Wilburs than I ever felt with the BMW suspension. Again, it could all just be a placebo effect, just knowing that's a suspension sprung from my weight. Look at those transitions between gravel and asphalt. Yeah, knowing the suspension sprung from my weight can really just be a placebo effect, but on this road, I was having a lot of fun, and I was just going and doing my thing. You probably heard me getting a little bit of wheel slip every now and again. I think I slipped the wheel 2 or 3 times. Coming out of a corner, I did it once, and then a couple times on the straight, just for fun. I like slipping the wheel in the gravel. It feels pretty fun. It feels good, but it is a little dangerous. Definitely not the kind of guy to slip the front wheel on purpose. So you'll notice with a turn like this, look how much I slow down. That's because, this is a residential road, and those blind corners could have cars coming from any which way through them, and it's better just to get it nice and slow so that if you have to do any kind of evasive maneuvers, it's not so bad, you know? So some of you might, but probably aren't, but you might be wondering if I think the Wilbur suspension is a worthy upgrade. At this point, I would say it's not so much an upgrade. You know what? I would say that the Wilbur suspension is a straight-up upgrade from the BMW suspension because of its serviceability. You have the confidence with the Wilburs to go anywhere and know that if something were to go wrong and the shock were to fail in some way, that more than likely you will be able to repair that shock at any BMW dealer. That's something that you don't really get. That's something you don't get at all with many other types of shocks that are just not serviceable and rather replaceable. So I'd say that serviceability alone makes the Wilburs a worthwhile investment for me, mainly because I didn't have much of a choice. You know, it was a new Wilburs or a new BMW. And if you have to make a choice between the Wilburs and the BMW, I don't see why you pick the BMW at all. As you can see, you know, I'm a pretty slow rider. I try to take it easy. You know, this is a public road. This isn't a trail or some kind of off-road thing. This is, you know, I mean, you saw the car coming the other way. There can be traffic. I've seen cars. I've seen trucks, small trucks. I've seen huge, like, semi-trailers. I've seen all kinds of stuff out here on these roads. So you have to really, really be mindful. With that said, I mean, there is a lot of visibility. For instance, on a turn like this, you know, I'm only going slow because I'm a little scared of the grip, you know. Never said I was fast, I'm just a wuss. This is a great little road. I mean, obviously you'd never ever want to take your sports bike down here. But, you know, any bike that doesn't have, or any bike that has, you know, even slightly off-road tires will just eat a road like this up. And even if you don't have off-road tires, you can go down this road at a moderate, more moderate than I'm traveling speed. You can see there's another turn. Take it nice and slow because there's just no visibility. That's kind of what I'm used to with these 90 degrees, just taking it slow. Just, I mean, no visibility. And I mean, the big thing you can tell on these roads is, like, look how narrow this is. It can maybe fit 2 cars. Maybe. Yeah. It's hard to say. I mean, the fisheye effect of the super wide angle shot makes it look, I think, even more narrow than it really is. Anyways, we're coming to the end of the road. I get to sit back down, check my GPS, make sure I'm going where I think I'm going. And then, I blow through the stop sign a little bit, and right away, after doing that, I notice there's a police officer sitting in the parking lot. Anyways, yeah, I mean, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Think about your riding.